Welcome back. Well, to the magazine sector now, and Bauer Media launched a new title this week. To find out more, let's of course return to Mediaweek's James Manning right now. James, this is a new magazine for over 50s. What tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, look, we've finally seen it. We've chatted a little bit about it the last couple of weeks on the show.
Yep.
Tracy Grimshaw's on the cover of the first edition.
Should mention it's Yours magazine. That's
yeah, Yours magazine. Yep. Bauer are pretty bullish about this. First impression, flicking through, there's about 100 pages in the first edition, $3.95, so it's not bad value.
Yeah.
They think, look, people will dip in and out of it. It'll take them 2 weeks to get through it. It's a fortnightly,
yeah.
So it's quite a new sort of. Bauer are trying that out in the market now.
What's behind a decision to bring out a fortnightly title rather than a monthly title?
Well, it just gives you twice as many hits, you know, and it's all about cover revenues more important these days as advertising's get a bit of a struggle. Interesting thing, not a lot of ads in that first issue, Matt, you know, 10% of the book was advertising, so they've got to work hard now. They've got the product. Content looks really pretty good for that demo, so they'll get out, work the markets, work their direct clients and try and build that figure now.
And I think Bauer ad sales boss Tony Kendall was predicting ad sales for 2014 to rebound pretty strongly compared to last year. I guess that's what we've been hearing sort of throughout the show.
Well, yeah, except most of those advertisers think magazines are going to be hit pretty hard this year, so they're a lot more confident than some of the people spending the money. So, you know, but they're up for the challenge, so they're going to have to really get out and work on those ad buyers, really sell that they're offering. And
news.com.au found a new editor.
Yeah, they did. Look, Daniel Sankey's come across from the New Daily. Where was he? Yeah, the New Daily. So we've been tracking him across the last decade. He's worked at all the major media companies in just over 10 years, about 8 different roles. But he's a great guy on the digital side. I spent a lot of time for Fairfax working on their digital offering. So he's probably a good get for that news.com.au.
All right, and I also want to ask you about the commercial radio industry and the music copyrights owners. They're all arguing over payment for internet broadcasts.
Yeah, look, they are. The people hold the copyrights for the music want them to pay separately for their streams online. They don't want to do that. They say, look, this is just an exact replica of what we're already paying for. We shouldn't have to pay again. So it's a bit of an argy-bargy. The regional stations almost look like they're being maybe used as a guinea pig, so they've turned off all their streaming, and the commercial radio operators saying, look, our next step is to turn it off in the cap cities. It's not great news for the music people need for consumers to hear their songs on the radio, so there's a bit of a standoff there. I'm not sure. I think we might see somebody come in and sort of trying to negotiate a settlement, but they're just at loggerheads at the moment.
All right, one to watch. And also out-of-home industry to fight the introduction of unwarranted, in their words, the government regulation.
Yeah, look, it's happening up in Queensland. They're looking at controlling what they're calling sexually explicit billboards, if you like.
Right.
So those raunchy billboards, people in Queensland think, look, they may be going too far, so they're fighting that, and there's been a recommendation to the government, so we'll see what the government decides to do about it.
All right, another one to keep an eye on. Let's now look at the ratings for Week 5 for free-to-air now. And looking at Week 5 for free-to-air, you can see their tennis men's final coming in at number 1. My Kitchen Rules pretty much dominating there.
Yeah, look, it's all 7 in that top 5, isn't it? My Kitchen Rules had a blinder of a launch week, did very well, and it's continued into their second week, which we'll talk about next week too.
Yeah. Top, now let's look at subscription.
And
Doc
Martin doing very well for the ABC. The ABC actually won Saturday night, which was great news for them.
Interesting to see today, tonight and there, after getting axed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before getting axed, rather. All right, let's take a look at subscription TV ratings now.
Yeah, Grammy Awards are dominating up the top there, and dining shows are
another one.
Big deal on subscription TV as well as free-to-air.
Yeah, and turning the page there, just looking at the rest of the top 10. Modern Family, it's usually in there, right?
Yeah, and a bit of A-League as the season still goes on, but getting down towards the business end of the A-League.
And we're not into official ratings yet, are we?
No, starts Sunday night, if you like, so some massive TV shows next week. Will be some interesting ratings to talk about.
All right, let's, still in TV now, voting now open in the public voting categories of the ASTRA Awards. Nominees including our very own colleague, Brooke Cordy, plus Paul Murray and Laura Jays from Sky News. So this is all happening. This is all just started opening to the public now.
Yeah, look, they've moved the ASTRA Awards forward this year, so they're going to be in March, so I'm interested to see how they go. People who dominated in the past, Peter Madison, Andrew Winter, for the big lifestyle channel shows, they've also been nominated again. Those guys often win, so it'd be nice to see Brooke get up there and take home the trophy, wouldn't it?
Hopefully.
And host this year are Shayna Blaze and Matt Shervington. Shayna, of course, from Lifestyle Channel. Matt from Fox Sports these days. They both were winners last year.
I guess moving on, US, the biggest sporting event of the year, the Super Bowl. It's done well in the US, but also done well here.
Yeah, look, it's turned out to be the biggest TV event of all time in the US, 112 million people. So yeah, biggest show ever. Just creeps up a little bit every year. Did very well, and the halftime show did even better. Actually, they've segmented that out, 115 million people. So that did that fantastic business. Here it was screened on 10 and ESPN. 10 had about 210,000 watching, and on ESPN 100,000 was the #1 subscription TV show on the day.
It's pretty good given the time of day and being a weekday as well.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, they dwarf those figures it's doing in the US, but it's still a lot of interest here in it.
All right, also looking at FremantleMedia's selling a Dutch adaptation of Wentworth and also a German one.
Yeah, look, that's they're doing great business with that show. Foxtel's, I think it was the most watched drama ever on subscription TV that first season. Series 2 is about to kick off in the next month or two. We talked last week how they've already reordered another year of they've another year for season 3 they've committed to before season 2's gone to air, and FremantleMedia say, look, everybody who's bought season 1 of the show's committed to season 2 and season 3. So it's doing great business, both selling the Australian show and then getting other versions made as well.
And House of Cards as well, Netflix commissioning season 3. Yeah,
look, and season 2 launches Saturday the 15th here, Friday the 14th in the US. They haven't released all the details if you'll be able to sort of binge on all the episodes on that first weekend, but they certainly Showcase Channel will be the place to watch that first episode. All
right, well that is all we have time for. A big thank you to James Manning, of course, from Media Week. From the team here, thanks for your company.